Now for another exhibition of a very different kind. War in a Babylon, the community struggle for truth and rights aims to shine a light on collective actions, resistance and grassroots activism undertaken by black communities across the UK in response to racism. We talked to the curators to find out more.
Babylon is a system that doesn't give people justice. Babylon is a system that oppresses groups, especially minority groups. The war is our battle for justice, which we've been denied. So the war is about our trying to bring our story, telling our truths and rights to the rest of the people. As a child, I used to walk the street and people used to call me all kinds of racist names. We don't have to do that no more. That direct interpersonal racism, we don't see that so much anymore. What we have is institutional and institutionalized racism. So we're no longer talking about institutional, which happens occasionally. We're talking about institutionalized, which is embedded from the highest institution in the land, which is government, all the way through. So it's critical and important that any right and fair-minded person comes and judges a community experience and judges for themselves. I think most white people, I think most ordinary people know that institutional racism is an everyday English reality.
Institutional racism, how does it affect generations of black people? It holds us back. And I think the main thing that we're seeing now is that it's intergenerational and that it is hard to move past it when we are being raised by people who are so heavily impacted by it.
The impact of the racism of yesteryear is here, very much here with us today. Our ability, or some people's inability to engage, to be a part of the society, to provide leadership to their children, comes from being traumatized, damaged and violated as children by a brutal, hostile, oppressive system.
I think there's a lack of understanding of what black British people go through. I think last year we saw how much people are readily able to focus on black Americans. I don't think it's intentional, but I think there's a lack of access to information, and there's a general kind of narrative that British racism is covert.
Lockdown has obviously meant that as a community we've not been able to engage. There's lots of energy. We want to build into that, and it's not just about coming out of lockdown, it's that we're coming up to the 10th anniversary of the police killing of Mark Duggan, and also the 10th anniversary of the riots that ensued. So there's a lot of energy in the air, and we think that we can gather that energy, garner that energy, bring that energy together and use it in a positive way to make positive noise, and hopefully it will resonate and reverberate around the rest of London. We all live in the same city. We're all part of one community, ultimately. And if we understand each other better, then maybe we might be able to get on better in future.
The exhibition is at the ICA on the Mall until the 26th of September.